you saw the title. There's something about album covers. How does this album cover make you feel? How about this one? Which one do you like more? Which one gives you the creeps? It should obviously be this one. Hey you! I'm talking to you! I feel like art recently for album covers have been bad. Like overall, some good, some bad. Bryson Tiller, what the hell is this? In 2015 you gave us this album and it took you so long just to look the other way. Drake, I really don't know what you were doing. You like having emoji babies, emoji mamas having babies. Like you were really lazy with this album cover. Come on, please. Kanye, you gave us a black cover. What are we supposed to think of this? The one thing about an album cover is that it should pull you and attract you and put you into this new, different world to discover what is going on. And it could help with the musical experience. Like the cover should make the music better or the music should make the cover better, if that makes sense. Like you can lay on your head in your room in the dark listening with headphones to a song and see the album cover and be like, whoa. But there are album covers that are so bad you don't even want to listen to the album. You don't want to listen to the music. Tyler the Creator, what were you doing with Ego? I don't understand. Did you do this yourself? Why does it look like you use it like it's a magazine? Like, you know, back in the day, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. Usher, this is not even you. Who is this? Who are you? Who are you, sir? Who are you, sir? Step out of the car, please. Step out of the car, sir. Please. I feel like Gunna tried to do the same thing, but the only difference between those is that Gunna's is obviously better. I feel like the album cover process is kind of difficult. It's very hard because you have this track list and even I'm thinking, how does artwork fit with every song on this track list? How does a picture fit with every song? Kanye is like one of the best covers ever. Like if you look at his first 3 albums, especially Graduation, which is arguably the best cover in all of music ever. I'm thinking to myself, like, how did you come up with this genius, this chef's kiss? Drake was really lazy. I mean, come on, seriously. Drake, why? Why? You gave us such beautiful album covers. What's wrong with you, man? Jay-Z, this album cover of Reasonable Doubt might look bad, but if you listen to the album, it fits so perfectly. And then he upped his game with the Blueprint cover, and then you had the Black Album, Kingdom Come, which are very good album covers because of the color and then you had 444, which, I mean, if you looked at that album for the first time and you see it says on the album cover, this is his 13th studio album. Whose? We don't know whose album is this. But what makes an album cover good? When I look at this Playboi Carti album, I can see it's like really, like the vibe is pretty much trap, like it's hardcore trap, like it's a real vibe, like people are about to go in a mosh pit and dive in and party and go mal like it's Fight Club and everything, like it's crazy. There are some really iconic album covers that you don't even know whose it is, you just know you've seen it before. Like I never knew the baby in the pool was Nirvana. And then it took me so long to realize that Pink Floyd is the triangle with the reflective rainbow thing. Kendrick has one of the best album covers ever. I mean, you look at his first album, you see all these images in the album. It's a Bible with gun bullets and different things to show the imperfection of who he is in this album. Then you get Good Kid, Mad City, which has 2 albums, which is him and his mother is like a baby photo of him, and you get this van outside which looks very suspicious. Then you get To Pimp a Butterfly, which is like, seriously, it actually took me a long time to realize that he's actually on the cover. He's in the middle holding the baby. It just looks weird, it looks different there. It's kind of scary because it's like they're in front of the White House and they're standing over this judge to show, like, if you listen to the album you would understand why. Then you had Damn. Damn really looks, you listen to some songs on the album, it looks it matches the vibe how he looks on the album cover. Like if you listen to Pride, you can hear and see the laziness and hear it in his voice. He really looks like he didn't get any sleep making this classic album. Then you have Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, which is like him with his wife and his 2 children having a crown of thorns and a gun in the back of his pants to show how imperfect he is. Oh man, this is just so brilliant. J. Cole also knows how to make album covers. You look at KOD, which is like a really scary album cover, but kind of cool with the color schemes and everything. Then you have Forest Hill Drive, which is really like nostalgic if you listen to that album and see that it fits the vibe. He's sitting on top of a roof enjoying the breeze. Like if you listen to No Role Models or January 28th, it really matches the picture. I think one of the main things of an album cover or color. I like artists that use different colors and different aesthetics. Like if you look at this Michael Frank's album cover of Time Together, there is a song called Time Together on the album Time Together, and it really fits the vibe. It really makes me feel like I am on that river, like sitting in that dam. Like it's so beautiful. That album cover is just so beautiful. If you listen to that album, it's like classic old school music, jazz. Even his Sleeping Gypsy album, you listen to the first song of that album, it fits the picture. It's like a orange sun, very sunlight with a butterfly in the corner. It's oh man, beautiful. Look at Jaden Smith's Saya, which is like one of the biggest albums of 2017. Really like so beautiful, like the sunset, like the different colors of the pink and the orange sunset is just, oh, you listen. Fallen is one of my favorite songs on that album, and it really fits. Like I'm laying down looking at the sunset, like oh man. Color helps with emotion as well, because in 2015, I don't know if you noticed, but there was a time where almost every album cover was dark. It was either black and white, gray, or like a dark color. It was really like a very weird vibe at that time. I don't really know how to explain it, but it was so crazy. Like it was just dark and it really matched, and it was kind of cool actually. If you think about it now, like I see it, and you Google 2015 rap albums, you will see most of them are dark colors. But color really helps. I mean, you look at this Frank Ocean. I've never listened to this Blonde album, but you look at the album, like you can see the way he looks. Really, I can tell this guy is pouring his heart out, and he is sad on this album. You look at Drake on Take Care, the album cover. He looks like he broke up with his girl, like a girl left him, and he is now about to pour his heart out, and you just see him sitting there crying. The Euphoria soundtrack album cover is Zendaya with a teardrop coming down her left cheek, really matching the vibe. If you listen to every song, some songs are 30 seconds and it matches the vibe of the cover. Labyrinth was a genius. That album really expanded my imagination, like making different scenarios in my head. You even listen to Labyrinth's album Imagination in the Misfit Kid. Like the album cover really shows like you can expand your imagination. And the first song on the album is called Imagination. Chris Brown also knows how to make an album cover. You look at his 2 album covers are very R&B, old school. If they were in today's time, those 2 covers, they would be whack. But you see, he obviously evolved with his different album covers, especially with Fame, X, Royalty, and Heartbreak on a Full Moon is no doubt his best album cover, because it's a moon, a full moon, pink moon with not a heart, not just a heart, but a real heart organ that is bleeding. Heartbreak on a Full Moon. Wow! You listen to this Israel and New Breed album, like if you see the cover, it really looks like you're about to enter into worship. You're about to enter this church and be flourished and filled with the Holy Ghost. Hallelujah. Then there are album covers that just they don't match the song and the music and the cover just don't match each other. Like Childish Gambino. What the hell were you thinking? This is just a plain white album cover. You titled it in numbers. Okay, maybe I don't know what the numbers mean. But seriously, a white album cover. What are we supposed to do with this?
What the hell is this?
And then all the songs on the album are numbers. Why? And then you had this freakishly scary looking album cover, Awaken My Love, which it's like it gives me nightmares.
What the hell is even that?
Sometimes someone's album cover is just better when their face is on the cover. Not this Childish Gambino one, no. Maybe this one because the internet. Yeah, that's cool. It makes it simpler and it makes you know who the artist is. Like if you look at this Absol album cover, Do What Thou Wilt, you can see that this guy is about to go in on his mind and start being lyrical and blah blah blah, and he's gonna even be amazed by his own lyrical ability with his concepts and everything. You listen to this album, you're about to get your mind is gonna explode, buddy. Back in the day, artists had themselves on the cover, posing or lying. You know, you had Lionel Richie, Michael Jackson, Luther Vandross. This off the wall album cover, man. I mean, it looks so cool, but it looked like he walked past this wall and someone was like, "Hey Michael," and he was just like, like you caught him at awkwardness, at an awkward pose, like. But it's an iconic album. I mean, not gonna lie. Lauryn Hill has herself on the cover, but it's like on a desk, which is like kind of cool. And then you had Freddie Gibbs to mess it up. Freddie Gibbs, why? Why did you do this? I mean, you spoil. Oh my word. Don Cheadle, what is wrong with you? Earl Sweatshirt literally gave one of the worst album covers ever. He's like, I don't know what is he doing? He's like literally, oh my word, it's like he's shaking it up. This Jonathan Butler album is my favorite gospel album of all time. This album is just, I remember this album since I was young, and it like, the music on the album is amazing. It really, like, since I was young, I used to listen to this album a lot. And then I grew up, and I never knew the album name until I, like, always, me and my cousin would like ask each other, "What's that album? Remember that album? It's like Red, he wears red." And that album is no doubt his best album ever. But there are more creative ways to make an album cover. You know, you get animated album covers, which some are cool, some are just bad. Like Trippie Redd. What is this? You are scaring children.
What the hell is even that?
And then there are album covers as babies, artists as babies. How? First time I saw an album cover as a baby was Lil Wayne's Carter 3 and 4. And then after that, everyone else started doing it, like Zayn, Shane Eagle even did it. And I'm thinking to myself, what kind of parent are you? Why would you give tattoos to your children? What is wrong with you? Even Eminem, the worst. Ugh. I'm doing this, yeah, because that's, I never thought that album, that Eminem did this on Revival, is like sitting like this. I don't know if it's him like symbolism for him going deep on the album, or like the future version of him that said, "Oh, this album is whack." Even Music to Be Murdered By, that's a terrible album. What kind of title is that? Music to Be Murdered By, but it looks like you want to murder yourself. You have an axe and a gun to your head, and then you have another cover that's with a flippin' shovel. Explain. Marshall, explain. Tory Lanez. What is this? I mean, it's you, but it's you also as a Muppet. You had the Chicks Tape album cover. Then you get this. What? Explain. No, man. And then there are album covers which are considered art. So artistic. You look at Lupe Tetsuan Youth and his Drill Music in Zion album cover. He painted them himself. These album covers. These are the type of album covers I would put on my wall. This cover of Benny the Butcher literally makes no sense. Looks like a puppet thing with and it's puppeteering spaghetti or noodles, which makes no sense but looks kind of cool. There are album covers that you would have on your wall or sold at an auction, or even you will have them on your screensaver or your wallpaper. And then there's minimalist covers where there's no effort but it's still good and matches the vibe of the album. You look at this, the Yeezus album cover of Kanye, literally matches the vibe. Also, I'm wondering, is this like the album cover, or is it like how it's in stores, like that's the CD? I don't know, I'm confused. Is that the cover or is it no cover? Kanye is messing me up, guys. There's artists like Run the Jewels who have the same cover for every album, just different colors, and it works for them. Sometimes simplicity just works, you know, back to basics. My advice for musicians, I'm not no expert, but if you're gonna make an album, make a good album cover, but also make the music good. So yeah, I really wanted to do this video on album covers. I just think album covers are really all well thought and really are like it's a big process. So let me know what is your favorite album cover of all time. What do you consider the best album cover? Let me know in the comments down below. Subscribe and share this video, like it. If you don't like it, you don't like it, I don't care. And yeah, obviously the best album cover, the GOAT, is Graduation. Nothing will ever beat Graduation.